Welcome back. So early in the morning. Oh well. I believe I already did this line, so. Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. That's Seal. Indeed, it's the school badge of Hope Speak Academy. Does that have information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. You could have said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies, too. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me, just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. What a shock! Nagito lied? Nagito Kamita? No, he would never. Aside from my information, there was information about the others. Kazuichi, Yuhiko, Arcane, Sonya, and everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest might be a lie too. I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. Ooh. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height, my weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words Reserve Corps student. There's no denying it. It confirmed I was truly the Reserve Corps student from the Reserve Department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the Reserve Department? Why am I here with all the other Ultimates? All the Ultimates, you're not one. Hajime, did something happen? Ah, well, just found a strange file. Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. Ah, it's not just my. It's anything. It's nothing you throws out of the window. That was weird, Hajime. Why the hell did you do that? The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just the basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here, but unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there...
Where was it
These
written?
profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened? I just noticed it now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who?
Who are you talking about?
Gundam?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that you think he might be the traitor? No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope Speak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Yeah, I actually just have really, really bad luck. It's not great for me. It's fine, I'll be fine. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life,
Too bad!
it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason. A different reason?
You're getting all
How should I
riled
put
up!
this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means that great mystery you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean?
What the heck?
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking at those profiles, right? Huh? Monokuma's gonna be in the background now. My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It barely can be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter? Sussy, ha ha ha! That's so stupid, I'm gonna shoot myself. That's that Byakuya's true identity! True identity? He was a fake pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Tagami. A fake?
Hey,
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's all able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. I'm not jealous of that at all. That person wasn't really Byakuya Tagami?
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
so
His
cool.
physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Then he was lying to us the whole time?
But still.
But he couldn't help him. What do you mean he couldn't help
Oh.
him? Because that was his talent? Huh? Well, having a talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't really do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a little bit more liberating. What the hell?
Anyway,
Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
that's right.
So I'll tell you straight up, the revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? Oh, it's Byakuya. I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect that my spectacle nature is partially to blame. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. Based on the context, if I had to guess.
No,
Maybe he was just
no.
complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud? But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope Spring Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss? Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you guys should ignore Monami or the traitor. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at the 16 profiles, I still don't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course.
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made it the file you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
So it's just I thought you're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there that's wrong.
hmm.
I mean, the traitor is a spy sent from the Futures Foundation, not a student from Hope Peak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
Correct.
It would have been fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is? That was true for Nagito too, right? Well, probably. What do you mean probably? Hope Peak Academy, nice. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wanted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure
Is that a
about
wise
this?
decision? Time's up, you know. Time's up. Wait.
Bye-bye.
Excuse me for a moment. Shit. The chime just now.
What is most important for living things?
The end of
Well,
it?
personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock.
Did he say last class file? How would he know? The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seems anxious about the Monokuma time earlier, right? 2 more days? And he said something about a killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, it might definitely be the last one.
But still.
But I can't imagine it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
Well,
But still, it's not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us. Yeah, you're right. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
but still.
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right, you're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. To Monokuma Rock.
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here.
Huh?
Huh? This is it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it, you're making me depressed.
Stupid fool!
You're making me depressed!
Um,
So it is going to happen again. the cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends. But once we've been through this, we can go back, right?
That's right.
That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said that this is the last trash trial. But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
No, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we do this class trial,
That's right.
I'll definitely find out who the killer is. No matter what. Even if I have to pull out all the stops. What the fuck? Why are you here? You haven't realized it yet? The feeling of wanting to leave this island. Thinking of like that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh?
What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse. Now stop trying to jinx us!
I'll beat you up!
Damn right, stupid rabbit should just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run. You mustn't? Mustn't? I've never heard that word. You mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I finally realized after losing my powers. I realized that curing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight, okay?
Huh?
What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looks so determined.
You.
We'll gain intelligence by looking at those button eyes. Anyway, make sure you turn off Mini-Maru. It'd be annoying if you started talking during the trial. Aw, fine.
But still.
Somehow I understand what Manami is saying, I think. Anyway, let's get going. To the last class trial. You're right, we need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. What do you mean by that? War. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock.
Yeah.
It's elevator ride. This will be the last one for this too, right? I hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us. They're in a line like this. A perfect line. So clearly Arcane's dying. The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is gonna go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Fun household, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who survive need to stand and fight. We must fight. And then the door slowly opened. The bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair?
Well now.
Well then, now that chatterbox Nagito was gone, there were only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up.
Enough, just fucking start this already.
Hey.
Yeah, hey, this is it, right? This is really the last trial, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it sure is. So you guys gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure to give it your all.
All right.
Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end.
Now then.
Let's get this trial started.
Viva killing!
The last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. The curtain is about to rise. Nagito Kamita, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that he was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed. But there was also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. Monokuma says this really is the last crash trial. That's all the more reason why we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial building with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Yes. Any new skills? Nope. Wait a second, there should be at least one more. Yeah, handiwork from Kazuichi Soda, the ultimate mechanic. That wasn't the voice.
Now then, during the
Oh.
class try, if you vote, I'll punish. Oh my, Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit? Chesto! One more time! Jeez! How about this one? This will be my final blow! It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
Don't feel bad for her.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The
Yay!
victim this time is Nagito, who is attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
That's Ask Nagito. He pulls out the tablet. Hits play. Hey guys, it's me, Nagito. I set up this just in case I die.
If he was
Anyways,
killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
no, that's wrong. What?
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito. Is here, right? Are they the same person? Or...
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
maybe.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him?
It's a good question.
Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
No, we knew where that was.
So, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence.
It was an accident.
There's
Come
no
on,
way
guys.
I'd torture someone.
If there's anyone else, I'd be inclined. Why'd the killer have to torture Nagito? No, with the wounds. Oh, okay.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him.
Torture wounds. Let me read these.
Up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
No, that's wrong. What? No matter how you look at it, Nagito was obviously tortured, right? If there's no torture, then what is it? There's no other possibility. You're mistaken. You need to think it over when it was at.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Oh, duct tape. No, that's wrong.
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything.
Didn't know that makes some sense.
If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
I don't lose. No, that's wrong.
Ah, I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Stupid.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, but that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
I can't back down!
Shush. I'm busy.
But
I
if you
gotta
keep
cut
his
through
mouth shut-
Kazuichi Soda's words.
How is he supposed to answer anything?
Quickly! Ha ha
Pay attention. This is how it went down.
ha!
First, the killer tortured and got information about the bomb's location.
The duct tape. Nope. Hajime, you idiot! What are you even saying? Are you trying to butter me with that? I wasn't able to cut through casting issues about all this. Think it over
Pay
one more
attention.
time.
This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured and got information. Then, after they killed him,
Damn it!
like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped, you'd obviously assume he couldn't, but that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured and got information. Then, after they killed him,
Damn
Okay.
it!
like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, but that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
Oh, I know what I gotta cut through now.
But if you
Took me a
tape his
sec.
mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
That is the trap
Pay
itself!
attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured and got information. Then, after they killed him,
Allow me to
No,
cut
that's
through
wrong. Oh,
those
cut out
words.
of that. What was that? That wasn't English.
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
what did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
I mean, I want to play a game, actually. Yeah, actually, I'm doing that.
Why
What
do you
mean you're
always
doing
side
that?
with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
Are you in elementary school or
You were
something?
with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the
Hey
duct tape,
guys,
remember?
it's Nagito Kamida. Guys.
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds, which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. Then
Perhaps.
it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
That guy had a big mouth.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
Obviously.
Think of any other reason.
But who could have done that?
There's really only one person.
When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Except for Sonia.
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Which means, it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
Yeah, no one set the fire, guys.
The killer isn't one of us.
Chiaki.
But that's not the case, huh? I mean,
I
it's wishful
accidentally
thinking.
left a game console in the sun. It blew up.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
Hajime just slaps and focus.
Alrighty then. Let's think about this based
Jesus.
on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is!
The reason for the fire, huh? They're right. We need to clear that up first. Well, the oil lighter clearly caused it. Smoke panels.
The
probably.
direct cause of the fire was
When
the
it
oil
comes-
lighter found at the crime scene, right?
Yes, that was the
The
direct
killer
cause.
used some kind of setup.
But what could it be?
He lit the
Did they
curtain
tip
on
it
fire
over?
with the lighter.
Did they
Some
tip it
kind of
over?
setup?
Who's gonna say it?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Not true.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
No.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
No.
Or perhaps opening the door caused.
I agree with that! Consent!
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
I mean, if you take a look
Just
at
as I
it, it
thought,
should be obvious.
it was the wind pressure! A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan!
No, not wind pressure.
Japan!
A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels
Every
were found
white
at the
person
crime
in
scene,
Japan
right?
ever. Never mind. Is that a good joke? Is that racist? You can be racist against your own race,
It
right?
looked like they were
It's the
scattered
rule.
everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
The
unrelated. What do
killer
you
probably
mean?
arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we
Oh, wow.
opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
Huh.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
This is my second favorite case in the series, by the way. The killer did one thing to hide the domino effect. The music?
I see!
Oh, I was right!
You're talking about the MP3 player, right?
No.
That hymn blaring throughout the,
The gun?
warehouse
What
masked
gun?
the sound of the falling
The
panels.
gun. Someone just shot at us? That didn't happen. The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still adjusting. And within that out loud hymn blast for the warehouse at full volume. Hey, do you guys hear something? Yeah, it's really damn loud. Doesn't you like listening to depressing crap? No, I'm not talking about the music. It's on cue. It suddenly started.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
It's fine. I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, the king brushed off everyone's only and slowly opened the warehouse door. Clatter, clatter, clatter. Huh, it's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. What happened to open it slowly? Can't ignore their protest and with the mighty kick the door flew open.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
That thing cannot weigh more than like 4
And when
pounds.
we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
I'm depressed now.
You
Why?
look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
That door was the only entrance to the warehouse. I see. So the problem Chiaki's talking about is...
I see!
I see!
If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Maybe.
We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Huh?
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder...
Hajime? What do you mean?
The person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that. The case is like 5 minutes long. It was Kazuichi. What the hell? No, it wasn't. It's Nagito.
This is my answer!
It's always
What
fucking
if
Nagito.
it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be be stupid.
How would he even get the... Actually, hold on. No, I could see him doing that.
His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something
He definitely
like that,
would.
don't you think?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
Yeah,
It
okay.
seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Like you said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something. Can I spell the word burnt rope?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Not obvious.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Is there a way to tie up your arms and legs by yourself? If so, I'd like you to explain it to me. Try demonstrating right now, you dumbass! No, I made a mistake. I need to think it over one more.
To actually tie up, that's obvious.
Tying just the leg, tying both arms would...
You couldn't do much with...
It'd be impossible.
How about if you use your teeth?
That wouldn't work.
Or if you use your front tail?
No.
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
If our assumption is that Nagito committed suicide correctly, Nagito should have tied himself up too. That's okay, right?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would...
You couldn't do much with...
It'd be impossible.
How about if you or if you use your...
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
What are you, a pervert? Kazuichi, should you really be saying that?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
I knew it.
No,
Burnt
that's
rope!
wrong.
Burnt rope!
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
Put the burnt rope on Nagito's arm as a trap. Your sleeve.
I see.
Oh, I see. I see. I
Take a
sleeve.
close look
I could
at
have
his
done better.
right sleeve.
I'm sorry. All my
Even though
viewers.
the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A
No.
burn like this, no matter how you think about it,
It
is
completely
unnatural.
denies it.
That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely.
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
What?
You should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
That's not the
That's
issue.
definitely wrong.
Thank you, Kazumi. How are you the only good
Fine.
one?
I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
That's
No.
not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know.
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand.
Ah, that much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me! Give me back that Benjamin!
Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back? What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
This is taking too
If it's
long.
something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
A way to stab yourself in the right hand using only your right hand. It's okay, there's definitely an answer for this. God, this case took me so long the first time. It's the only thing on this thing that has blood that isn't on Nagito.
Even if
Well,
Nagito's
than the
right hand
grinder.
was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
It doesn't make any
If he threw the
sense.
knife into the air
His hand with his
and let the
hand.
knife fall,
His right hand with his
could he
hand.
stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
No, but he is lucky.
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
Ooh, I agree with that.
I agree with that.
His right hand with his right hand. voice just cracks.
The life-sized Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it.
Jesus, Nagito, what are you
If
doing?
that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
What could have put this is a good plan.
So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
Doll's head don't
After
grow.
stabbing his hand,
Doll's
he
head
no
don't grow.
longer needed the
Did it
plushie,
framed on the
so
wall.
he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
And then we'd all be really, really confused right
So
now.
what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem.
It's sticking out of his front. You know, the massive damn spear.
The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
He would have bled out.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
And now Kazuichi's gonna speak. Yeah, fudge you.
I'm
Perfect.
sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Say it one more time. I need to record it. For reasons.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out.
What the fuck are you guys doing? Why are you guys so horny?
Like she said,
Especially you,
In that
Hajime.
condition,
What?
it's
You slept
very
with that
difficult
nurse
to
like 3
stab
times.
yourself
That's
with a
not what
spear.
happened.
it'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
Yeah, it would be very difficult. But you guys are all ultimates, right? So you'll be fine. I'm back. I mean, for you, I didn't go anywhere, but I've been gone for a sec. I had to eat. Anyways.
So you're saying it's impossible?
Holy shit. Oh.
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that.
It's Nagito, so yeah, he clearly did it to
To
himself.
think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
I'm gonna detonate the bomb! Holy shit, what? Don't do that!
Monome's sassing me.
He gets genuinely scared. Why would you
But
consider
it's
that,
just as
Monomi?
Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Who is it then? You?
Of course, that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer. But suicide is unimaginable.
How would he even do
Do you
it?
really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible. I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together.
Yay!
That's how. We made it this far up till now.
Yeah, that's how
Everyone
we made it
working
this far.
together.
Not you, though. She's right. We made it through several years till now by doing that. Then even
All
now.
right, let's do this.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear?
Oh, that's
Let's
easy.
work together and think this through.
But on left hand.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
So how the hell did he do it?
And that rules out his left hand.
Wait. No, that's wrong! No, that's wrong!
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm.
It looks normal to
Beyond
me.
that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit.
Let's find the center of an octagon. No!
There's blood on
No
his
octagons,
palm
please!
and the back of his hand. What was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
What's Nikito's left hand doing when the blood splattered? Gripping.
I see!
I see!
When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear.
Jesus.
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild.
No, only gotta scrape up this one a little bit.
He probably
There we
made his
go.
wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right, that's the
Hey,
problem.
Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
What do you mean, maybe?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. I think.
You know, that makes you sound so much less confident.
However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
What section of the spear was he holding on to? What's it called? The cord.
I see!
I see! That's my
That's it.
answer.
Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the
Nagito
cord.
must have been holding on to the
There
cord.
was a metal weight at the tip of the cord.
So glad I
but there were
haven't been doing that
bloodstains on that
voice.
part too.
It's gonna get very annoying for V3 because I kind of have to do a voice. You'll see why in a bit.
Plus, the joint
Like,
between the weight
come
and the
back
cord had a
next week when I
bloodstain
saw
shape
it,
like it was
probably.
cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here
Ended up on his palm.
ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
No, don't be ridiculous.
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nikito was clipping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from that, how do you stab himself in the stomach with the spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
Yeah, how about
One step at a
It's an
time.
acronym.
What does that mean?
Are you six?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Nagito was facing up, the spear was stabbed through his stomach. Ow! So it's just before that. Ow, it hurts. That's it. Could it be the state of the spear and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment? If I put this together and think about it, I should be able to figure out where the spear was. Logic tribe, nice. Just cut myself off. I needed a way out. I think this is the third to last logic drive in the game. They never get any funner, by the way. Always this boing. Made it. Okay, first question. Above Nagito. How do we know this? How else would he be able to stab him from above? Oh, what is that? Man, my allergy, I just immediately ran into another one. Nice. Okay, question 2. Just that spear, what else was above the, a ceiling grinder? Sprinklers would have washed off most of the blood, which would have been a way better sight. In my professional opinion. My very professional opinion. Wait. I tried. Why? So these ones just dance in place. Cool. Final question time? We gotta be getting there, right? That's stupid. I'm an idiot for jumping. Why would I do that? Man, I'm dumb. Whatever. Should take like 5 seconds to get back there. Almost made it. Oh, the spear's cord. Duh. Duh? Man, I gotta learn English. I've only been speaking it for a few years. You can't be that mad at me. Above. I'm still
It's all coming together.
I got it! This is my answer!
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support, he hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder.
Yeah.
It probably got smeared there during the setup.
Jeez, what a brutal animation.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
Why?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was.
I mean, it's not that
Why
strange.
did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide?
That's weak. I would never do that. Cut back to...
Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
I've got a great idea. I'm gonna cut myself up.
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end, which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
I gotta win.
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
Why did he hate us?
Messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
That's Nagito for you. Jeez, now I'm starting to feel a little sympathetic towards him. How stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capability for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he died. That's the form his malice took. I'd forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other, and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
I've met men who've done a lot less for a lot worse.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah,
Remember, I'm a
it
Yakuza.
appears we've come to a conclusion.
Apparently.
Bastard
Neat.
Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so he'd be executed.
A piece of shit.
That should be
Well,
okay,
hey, see.
Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so easy on that about it? Oh, is it because I don't know who the traitor is?
So
or...
what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
No,
You're
that's
right.
wrong!
It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting...
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death, and it was something that he could have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
I want to go home! Well, something related to Nagito's death. A piece of evidence even he can mess with. The Monokuma file, right?
I see!
Yeah, cool.
is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
Oh, The victim is Miyamida. His body was discovered in the warehouse near the Monokuma Buster Factory. The other man in the shop was a spit and something more to stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there was a laceration in his left arm and a knife prepared for his right hand. Suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chucky is worried about is... What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? Oh, Hangman's Cabinet. Cool. I gotta figure out what the word is. Is it like knife? Cause of death? Yeah. Whoa. Nope. Why would it be like this? Oh my gosh. I've got a limited amount of time to do this. Why would there be two pink ones? Oh my gosh. D-E-A-T... T. That's not fair. What could I have done to prevent that? H. Where's the next H? Oh my gosh, that one sucked.
I got it!
It's my answer. Cheese.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, There's no specific cause of death.
No, it's about 7 for the mild laceration.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
Even for me counting
But the
Gundam.
cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
It's always been important enough to write about. Also, we're reaching the time again, so join me next time where I probably make it to the halfway. Maybe I won't finish probably, but I might make it halfway.